welcome to the Toon Goons, a podcast in which we take an adult and critical perspective into the world of cartoons and animation and analyze how they affect the pop cultural landscape at large. I'm one of your hosts, Nikki.
I'm Nina.
And I'm further solidified in my knowledge of the objective fact that Bugs Bunny's just way funnier than Mickey Mouse. There's no jokes. Mickey Mouse? Classic Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse didn't have jokes until the new show.
Yeah.
It was all the other characters that got to make jokes. He was just kind of
He was a straight man. He was a Mario.
Yeah.
And we could go down the line, but we don't have to. Of like who's who. Well, Pete's Wario. This week we are we're doing something a little different from what we normally do, and this is a hybrid medium movie. We are talking about basically the only one worth talking about, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the 1988 classic. Mary Poppins is worth talking about, but it's like the percentage of the runtime that's animation fusion is much lower. It's like 2 scenes.
Yeah.
And they're good, but that movie's like 3 hours long. We are doing this episode because Roger Rabbit goes off of Netflix very soon, so we wanted to jump on that. And should hopefully still be on Netflix by the time this comes out this weekend. In the meantime, we've got some news.
First up is we finally have some more gameplay footage reveal of Cuphead.
Woo!
If you don't recall, Cuphead is that video game project where everything is being traditionally animated, like in the style of like Golden Age American cartoons.
Specifically Fleischer.
Yeah.
To the point where it's probably detrimental to the game's production. Like, there's easier ways to do what you want to do, but you're fucking going for it, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, they're in the shit now. They can't back out.
Pretty much.
Now, this is a gameplay trailer, which the last one we saw was just bosses, and now we see some, like, actual platforming, most comparable to Mega Man X, which I actually, despite what the description in this video says, we've seen before at, like, an E3 thing where it actually looked a lot more hectic than what we're looking at now. I assume this is an early level and it's going to ramp up. It looks really fun still, and it sounds great, and it looks great. Like the visuals are completely on point.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about the visuals is that everything is a little fuzzy and a little grainy. Kind of like you're watching an old cartoon being projected on a screen with like an old school projector.
Cool.
Which I do wonder how that'll read like when you're playing the game.
I wonder if the sound will just have a constant ambient like a fucking projector were.
That would be really cool.
That would be really cool as an option, because that, like, might be maddening. It's like how Beatles Rock Band had that option where it's like, do you want the crowd noises to be realistically loud? Hey, I'll see what that is. No. I'm gonna get evicted.
Well, like, I have seen cartoons projected on an actual projector before, and once you get into it, you kind of don't hear how ridiculously
white noise.
Loud it is until it turns off, and then you're like, oh my god!
Is there a hard date for this game yet?
No.
That's fine.
Still no.
Find out this weekend at E3!
Yeah, there
Maybe.
you go.
Something's got to
If
be
anyone
shown
announces anything, hopefully that's one of the things.
What I'm hoping to see that, and I'm hoping for them to announce The Last Guardian again. It's back. Everybody thought it was gone. It's been a year. Yeah, well, what did you see in the last year?
It's back
Nothing.
for the third time.
Alrighty.
Alright, so what else we got?
Next up, we have a animated film from Korea, a CG film that is going to be streaming. Right now, it's actually streaming on Steam.
Which is not
the video game Steam, I'm imagining.
No,
Really?
you can get movies on Steam. No one does it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, because everybody already has like 6 other fucking subscriptions.
Okay, well, it's the film is called Padak. It's a Korean CG animated film written and directed by Lee Dae-hee that dives into the lives of fish living in captivity in a seafood restaurant.
Okay, there's the hook. I was gonna say, the sequel to that movie's coming out in a few months.
Some fish accept their fate while others fight to change it. And Padak has won some international awards. And though it's currently streaming on Steam, if you want to wait a little longer, on the 20th of June, it will be available in Amazon Instant Video.
I can't wait to watch a bunch of fish jump a chef.
Yep.
That'll probably like that's how else? How else is that movie gonna end? Like,
Is
they're
the
in a
swordfish
tank.
just going to be like, hey guys, remember Donkey Kong Country? Stab.
And for a limited time, Steam is offering a promotional price to stream the film. So you can look that up if you have Steam, I guess.
Probably do. It's Steam.
Next is that a new show is coming to Disney XD again, June 20th. It's called Counterfeit Cat, which I believe we've mentioned before. But now it's finally coming. It's here. It's going to fill up some slots. And hopefully, add some more great cartoons to the Disney XD lineup. The show is a co-production UK and Canada, and it is a series that follows the adventures of Max and Gark. Gark is not a real cat. He's a counterfeit cat. He's a small blue alien in a purple cat costume. Max is a real cat, fat, fluffy yellow, and constantly pampered by his doting owner, Betty. When Gark crashes his ship into Betty's laundry room, he finds a new home and forms an unconventional friendship with Max, who quickly learns how to take advantage of Gark's mysterious alien powers and his sweet, trusting nature. Max loves having an admirer who will do anything for him, but Gark's extreme curiosity and lack of understanding about life on Earth push Max out of his comfort zone and into ridiculous hair-raising adventures. Whether they're just hanging out at home or zipping through space and exploring new planets, Gark's adventurous instincts will force Max to become the hero Gark believes him to be.
What does it mean? Cat!
He's a hero cat. The art looks really cute.
I didn't expect the space thing, because everything seemed so domestic and oh no, my roommate's an alien, but oh no, they go to space sometimes. Oh, okay, so is this gonna be some kind of weird? I hope it's some Rick and Morty levels of blending domesticity with crazy sci-fi adventures.
That would be pretty rad.
Also, I'm naming my next cat Gark.
Yeah, that's a pretty great name.
Actually, not. That's a lie. My next cat's gonna be named Laserbeam.
That's also a pretty great name for a cat.
Thank you. The best.
No
one steal it. I'm making a note.
Here's
8 minutes 30 seconds. Don't take my cool cat name.
Put it on a flash drive, mail it to yourself, bury it in the yard. If you steal that cat name, Tooch will steal your cat.
Yeah, right?
He will be the only guy with a cat named Laserbeam. No matter what it takes.
I don't care if anybody does it after me, but I gotta be the first one.
After that, you have to pay a royalty.
Yeah, exactly. That's the grift.
Do we have a release window for this?
Yeah, June 20th.
June 20th, that's right. I already forgot.
At 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Disney XD, which will be a Monday.
It's summer, so that makes sense. That's not as suicidal as it would be in any other month.
Don't fail us again, Disney XD.
No.
You fucked up real bad. You were doing really good, and then you fucked up real bad.
Yeah. I really love the art style, though. I'm just really enjoying staring at their living room. It's very pleasant. Anyway, speaking of Rick and Morty, I don't know if you guys have become aware this past week, but the Rick and Morty team have launched their first, or basically the first, video game built on Instagram called Rick and Morty Rickstaverse. And they're also coming out with a new expansion pack for the game.
Oh. What?
What?
Okay.
What?
So, I have actually played this game.
Okay. What is it? How is game played?
Alright. So the new content is, the new content, I'll get into that later, but Rickstaverse is the first game built on Instagram app platform, blah blah blah. The game is composed of over 120 Instagram accounts and over 1,800 individual squares, or images, which players must scan through to find hidden photo tags that warp them to different levels to discover comics, clips, and minigames. So, how you start, there's an instructional Instagram account, and then there's the main Instagram account, which is at Rick and Morty Rickstaverse. You start there, and there's kind of they want you to do it not in the full panel view where you're seeing all the squares kind of at once, so it forms a huge picture. And you can warp to wherever you want in the galaxy by clicking the image, which will bring you to the individual Instagram image, and then there you can then warp further to another Instagram account where you can explore that planet by coming to another set of tiles with stuff to poke and look at and funny jokes on every single tile. And there's also secret hidden little doohickeys, like there's some One True Morty, like Chick Track comics you can find, and other goofs that you have to find by looking through all the stuff. And there are secret places you can warp to. By warp, we mean just click the link to the new Instagram account.
Well, it sounds like a better game than Pocket Morty's.
Yeah.
It's mostly just reading.
It's like a weird ARG. It sounds like the kind of game that like a very creative like indie developer would make because they have an interesting idea and no money.
Yeah. Basically.
Well, this game launched in 2015. That's why there's an expansion coming out now.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And this is not the first time the show has done weird stuff with Instagram. 60 Minutes was initially released in a collection of 15-second snippets on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I don't know why, but...
It's Instagram. It's hip with the youth cultures. We gotta get on it. Can we make... is there any way we can release comic book on Snapchat? You read it once, it's gone forever. Hope you remembered it. You can't screen cap it. We'll come for your phone.
You gotta buy it again. That's the hook. That's the hook.
The new content is based on the interdimensional cable episodes. Players can experience 20 new levels, including the Plumbus Factory and a new collectible Gazorpazorp Field comics.
Great.
So, I mean, if you haven't checked it out, I'd say just fool around with it, like while you poop or something, because there's some funny jokes in there. And we have until, like, November or whatever, until season 3, so...
We don't know.
We don't have
We don't have any aiming to be released by the end of 2016, 14 episodes.
Ooh-wee.
So it is longer than the last two.
But, yeah, check it out. At Rick and Morty Rickstaverse. That's Rick S-T-A verse.
Do it!
It's certainly very interesting. And last, but certainly not least, we have a story sent to us by our buddy Charlie about Pakistan's first hand-drawn animated film, The Glass Worker.
We've talked about Pakistani film before, that movie, it was that CGI movie about the superhero kids?
Kind of, yeah.
That was Pakistani, right?
I believe so.
Wish I could remember what it was called.
Me too. That was the first animated film, but this is the first 2D, like hand-drawn animation.
Which is very surprising because it's significantly more expensive to make. Like basically everything we've seen come out of countries who don't have an animation history is CGI because it can be made on the cheap.
Yeah.
Comparatively the cheap.
Yeah.
Especially at a feature film length.
Yeah, the film itself apparently is still in pre-production, but the director or writer, the dude who's behind it, Usman Riaz, he's got a script, which he's thinking is going to be 40 to 50 minutes long, so not like a full feature length, but a good enough length.
Easy to put on TV.
Easy to put on TV and good for keeping kids' attention spans. It's a coming-of-age story following a young boy named Vincent who is learning the art of glass blowing from his father. As he grows older, Vincent falls in love with a frequent visitor of his shop. The storyline chronicles the lives of the two lovers through their formative years and how they attempt to sustain the relationship as their situations become increasingly complicated.
Facebook style.
Yeah, he says that he's taking inspiration from both, classic American Western animation like Disney, but also more Japanese animation styles as well.
Which is very evident in the two images we see, and also like the stuff he's got on the back in this picture of him on this website, where he looks very much like a young guy who's kind of very, very artsy.
Yeah.
He talks about his dissatisfaction with CGI. He says he's not against it, but he likes the way that CGI that hand-drawn animation ages better than CGI, which is objectively true.
Yeah.
Hand-drawn animation from 100 years ago still looks great. CGI animation from 15 years ago looks like Dookie.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, there's a charm to it, but...
Yeah, I mean, and how the same thing can be said of like, game graphics. Like, sprites always look good if they're good sprites.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, CGI looks, like, 3D graphics look bad in 3 years, if not immediately.
As soon as the next game comes out with slightly better graphics, like, dang! This looks like butt!
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I remember one time I went back and replayed Final Fantasy X, like, 2 years ago, and I'm like, oh, this looks like cummy turds.
Oh.
This looks like somebody took it in the sludge and then sludged it back out.
Ugh, you don't deserve to have your name pronounced correctly, Titus.
He's gotten a team of animators together from across the globe, including places like Malaysia, South Africa, and Pakistan, of course. We've got Malaysian artist Sophia Abdullah and local animator, so I'm assuming Pakistani animator Amir Rifat.
I thought you were going to say Riff Raff.
I know, me too. I was gonna, and I was like, that's not right. I'm the worst. No.
When's Riff Raff going to make a cartoon? Fucking do it. It'll be awful and insane.
And another team member, Rachel Wan, has previously worked on environment design for Metal Gear Solid.
Oh.
I mean, it's like snow and then military base, but it looks like that. It's an old game. What do you want?
Yeah. The film is utilizing crowdsource funding, not because of a lack of finances, but a desire to engage the community.
Which I always think is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because that can backfire, because once you make your fans your investors, you're giving them a power to be demanding.
Yeah.
Which they're going to do anyway, but now they've got, like, some justification for it.
I guess.
Yeah, it's on Kickstarter. Not only is it Pakistan's first 2D animated film, but it's Pakistan's first fully orchestrated movie. And a trailer is going to be released soon. I guess maybe it already was released by the time we're talking about this. I'm not sure.
Look out for it.
But...
Yeah, and then the film is scheduled to come out in 2019.
Oh.
Good luck,
Traditional
man.
animation takes a long time.
Especially if you got, like, a small team.
Yeah. Wait a minute, it's only like 50 minutes? I don't know.
It's in pre-pro.
Is this like, I haven't actually looked at any of the visuals yet. Is this like Thief and the Cobbler level shit or something?
No.
No, it's trying to do a thing that hasn't been done before.
But it's not like, from what we've seen, it's not like really like kooky looking.
Maybe they could actually be being realistic about their projected date for once in the entertainment industry's life.
That's true.
Because literally at this point, like, again, going back to video games, just because, again, like E3, that's been everybody on the internet's life for the past couple months. Like, every time a game gets delayed, everybody's mad, and I'm just like, every game's been delayed since 1996. What are you talking about? Like, they're lying to you when they give you a release date. They just objectively are. They're
lying to you if it's not within 6 months.
Yeah, like... And it never is anymore, because games need to be... Because, like, people get pissy if a game doesn't have a release date by the time it's in, like, fucking pre-production.
Well, we have a solid release date for Pokemon, because they've been working on it for years, and also it's Pokemon, like, they know how to make them.
Yeah. But even for movies, the same thing with Hollywood. Like, the second, like, before a film even has a director, or is even written, everyone's like, when's it coming out? And then a studio has to say something like, 2018. I don't know, the third quarter.
You're gonna fucking forget by then.
Yeah, exactly. And then it gets delayed, and then no one hears about it. Like, hey, whatever happened to that fucking movie? We're still making because movies are hard, but we needed to tell you Jackhole something, or you'd get mad.
Oh.
But hopefully they'll actually hit this one. If not, I'm worried.
Yeah, I think they gave themselves a good amount of time to get it done.
I wish them luck.
Me too.
There's a lot. I mean, I feel like in our whole run of this show, there have been a lot of countries starting up animation, and I fucking hope as many of them as possible make it. That'd be amazing. That'd be a beautiful fucking world to live in.
I agree. Like, I get kind of exasperated with Western animation, like, dominance and snobbery sometimes.
Yeah, and also Western and Eastern, especially since the two are starting to meld more and more every year, and so then pretty soon it'll just be kind of one ambivalent thing, and it's like, let's fucking mix this up, because we can only, like, it's basically the United States with some small Canadian animation popping up every now and again, and Japan just kind of jerking each other off back and forth for the past, like, 30 years or something.
And here's the thing, while Korea does all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Korea's the one doing
Korea does all the
work.
thankless work.
God. Throw them a bone. I'm glad that, I don't know about any other animation, but I know for a fact that, like, when, like, the Avatar people would go and frickin' like go to Korea to teach, like, their team their animation and stuff. They actually, because, like, didn't they take some of the better Korean animators from Last Airbender and have them do, like, direct work production on Korra?
It's possible.
I'm pretty sure I heard something.
I feel like that's something that's happening more often, because I keep seeing more Korean names in, like, the opening credits of cartoons.
Yeah, which is really great to see that they're finally getting, like, some due.
Yeah, credit for what they do.
Yeah, I mean, Nikki Yang has been doing that for a while, but there's other people as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of the person from Steven Universe. I'll be right back with that.
So if you're a listener from some country that doesn't know dick for fuck about cartoons, start making cartoons, man. Just fucking do it. It's 2016. You have a computer, clearly. You're listening to this. Nothing can stop you. Go get OpenTunes. It's free and no one will arrest you, but also it's the internet. No one will arrest you anyway. Go pirate Toon Boom. I don't care. I'm not your mom.
See, Tooch, this is something I realized recently, and, like, this is... I don't want to say that we're getting old, but we are losing touch. Teens don't have computers anymore.
Well, go get one.
They just do everything on their phones. Like, everything is on their phone.
Wait, they don't have any computers?
Most teens, like...
Have we gone back to having a family PC?
I feel like that's more the case where if they need a PC, they're gonna borrow somebody else's and not have their own because they don't need it.
Well, then how do they do their homework and shit?
They don't.
They just don't.
Nina, you and me were the only kids that did homework in school.
Yeah,
I found this out after I graduated. No one else but us did homework. I felt really gypped. I could have just not done it? What are you talking about? I'm offended.
You can't type a book report on your phone.
Here's the thing. I bet you fucking can. You can type it in, like... I bet there's
I think I actually did once in college.
Oh
Some
God.
small writing prompt was due, and I think I banged that out before class started on my phone just enough to get credit for it, and then I emailed
you
it.
can email shit from your phone.
That's true.
The Ki Young Bae and Soo Hong Kim are the animation directors on most episodes of Steven Universe, at least as of season 3.
Yeah, fucking do it.
Jin Hee Park. It seems like they've got a team of animation directors. And I don't know if they're in California or if they're in Korea directing the stuff there. Maybe that's what it is, and it's a job that's always existed, but now they're getting top billing because, hey...
That's the hard part. I mean, it's all hard.
It's all hard, but that's the heavy lifting.
That's that good fat that gives it the juicy flavor.
That's the body.
So yeah, that's good. Everybody all over the world make cartoons.
Yay.